And honestly, I want the whole universe to be destroyed, but that's neither here nor there.
What in the damn Thanos?
What I want for reparations, I want the whole thing to just burn.
And
As in the government? As in the government burn?
Everything. I want it to go. I want it all to go. That's what niggas asking for.
So the
but they're not gonna.
Back with another episode of the Verbal Vitamin Podcast. Yeah. And even before introducing ourselves after this, y'all know who the hell we are.
It's your boy, Vic, a.k.a. Fresh Vic.
It's Ty. The best guy in the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how you feel?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Your daddy's boss, your auntie's step-husband.
Oh my.
And your grandma's work husband.
Alright.
I am the Bruno Mars to your grandfather's Offset.
Niggas lie every day, Vic. It's okay.
Make that make sense.
Because your grandma's Cardi. And it's the meme going around right now that says Bruno Mars is Cardi B's work husband.
That would be cute, though.
That's hella funny.
So I am the Bruno Mars to your granddaddy's Offset. Why that nigga cheating? I'm in them sheets beating.
Okay. So he must be stopped.
Last person who said that to me, Drew, Vic, was the League of Evil Villains.
The League of Evil Villains.
Yes.
Elaborate. So unimpressed.
Yeah, elaborate.
The League of Super Evil Villains.
Okay.
Hitler, Stalin, Obama, Trump. Who else is on there? Susan B. Anthony.
These are villains.
Yeah.
Half of niggas been dead.
Condoleezza Rice.
And how are they super?
Because they're trying to dominate the world.
If they're dead. You name a few people that's been dead already.
Exactly.
Do you not know dead people still move shit in this world? It's 2,000 years after Jesus died, and we still not got 2,000 years after the nigga dead. 2,000. We've been here more than 2,000 years. Dead people still be shaking shit. I seen it.
What's on the schedule for today? This nigga here.
I seen it. Oh, shit, man. So, man, Nigel out. This gonna be, the week that he out. Like we told y'all last episode, I think, sometime. Nigel gonna be out every other episode. So, we might have a stand-in. We might not. Deal with it. Fuck you.
Why you sound so aggressive? This nigga wake up from a 2-hour nap and is...
Cause, bro, I know I'm still tired. I know for a fact I'm still tired. That was on for today. What was you talking about? What the fuck been going on this week? What was you talking about Jesse getting killed off of Empire?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if it's Jesse, but I just saw a trailer while I was scrolling through IG. And it looked like the nigga was in a coma. And then 2 seconds later, Terrence Howard, he was at the casket talking about, oh, they took my main. Oh, man, they took my main.
What I'm gonna do, man?
What I'm gonna do, man? They took my main. Oh, nah. I know I put my main in the trash can, but dang.
Yeah, he had it.
Why you leave me, man?
But yeah, nah. So I don't know if it was him. I don't follow the show.
You know that nigga's getting hit with 16 felony counts?
Hey.
Like, only thing the nigga did was lie about getting beat up. Niggas be lying about fights all the time.
Yeah, but he also involved the post office. He involved
the post office.
Yeah, he sent a letter to himself.
What in the love letters from Mr. Jones?
He sent a letter to the what was it? The set of Empire. I'm guessing he walked in like, hey, do I have any fan mail today?
Here's the mail that never...
And everybody looking like, nigga, you don't ever get fan mail. Why you so...
And Vic the damn post office, so, Vic the damn mailman, so when Jesse walked in, he was like, I got the mail? Vic was like, yeah. Yeah. Right. Here. This one's juicy. Read it.
So, yeah, this nigga right here, bro. I'm guessing... Like I said, he went in and asked for fan mail, and they usually say, Jesse, you don't get fan mail. Why do you ask this? Oh, I just was wondering. You never know. Something may come up.
Taraji again turns back there reading all they damn mail and just like, just mute this long little postcard.
Then,
But Aya was cool.
apparently he got mail in there or whatever, and yeah, it says something about it was a hate crime letter. That's how it all started, from my understanding.
Oh, so it went from the letter to him getting beat up.
Went from the letter to the directors and producers not caring about the letter or making it much of a big deal.
Now, what if the letter was really just a contract from the Nigerian Warriors?
The Nigerian Warriors?
Yeah, because I heard somebody earlier
Sound like
say,
a basketball team.
I heard
It
somebody
sounds
earlier
fire.
say they was built like T'Challa and T'Challa and Killmonger.
Have you realized for the past 4 to 5 weeks, he is on the topic every single week?
Yeah.
Why? Why? He's not that big, bro.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
Like,
You don't leave R. Kelly alone.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
I don't
I don't know how to hog tie.
okay, let's get off of Jesse because I'm tired. I'm tired of R. Kelly too, but I want to talk about that R. Kelly.
Boy,
I
that
didn't watch
interview.
the interview.
Oh, I ain't
You didn't
watched
watch it?
everything.
No, I saw the Saturday Night Live
I mean,
skit on it, and it
funny
was
as hell.
hilarious.
You think so?
I thought it was hilarious.
I don't like
I don't think-
I don't like Saturday Night Live either. They have some episodes that's hella good though.
They sketches.
Like when Childish Gambino was on there, that was
I
hella
watched that.
funny.
Whoever writing these
When
sketches
Dave
gotta come
Chappelle
on.
was on there,
That shit was
hella funny.
Whoever writing, I think when they had people like that on, they probably
Make their own.
When
have
Kevin Hart was on there, hella
they
funny.
probably
I
have
think
more
it's
more say on what's going to be the actual skits.
Yeah, big name
I
people. Comedians.
I very rarely find SNL skits funny,
Yeah, I don't think they're funny either.
and it's like I didn't.
Mostly corny, really.
That's what I thought that whole R. Kelly skit was corny as shit.
I thought it was funny.
It's like they had a good little few jokes in there, but it wasn't like
Because I didn't know what they was talking about until, like, I started scrolling on my Instagram. I was like, oh, they made fun of R. Kelly. But I didn't know, like, what the big deal was. And then I go on Instagram and see so many memes.
I don't know how to hog tie people.
Bro, I gotta say this meme real quick, bro. This meme was hella funny. It was like, Goku, I'm fighting for my family. And Vegeta, I'm fighting for my, for
my pride.
For fighting for my pride, and Yamcha come out of
I'm
nowhere.
fighting
I'm
for my
fighting
life.
for my life, bro. That's hella funny, bro.
Oh no, it
I
was
don't know
one.
why
It
that
was
was
one I
funny.
seen with a bitch being like tied up, suspended from the roof,
Oh,
and
man.
it said R. Kelly talking about some he don't know how to hog tie people.
Hog-tied? What is
Hog tie.
What?
Putting your arms and legs together behind your back.
Oh, no, I know what hog-tie is, but he
What?
said that during the interview?
Yeah, because his ex-wife, I believe, is saying that he used to hog tie her up.
I don't know the hog-tie.
Who know how to hog
That's
tie?
hella funny.
Now they saying that I hog tie people. I don't know how to hog tie people. Why I gotta hog tie?
So,
Like R. Kelly, calm the fuck down.
so do you...
Like, nigga, I smell 14-year-olds on your breath. Chill out.
Oh, relax. Hey, so did you see it?
I watched the whole thing.
Did it feel...
Fake.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it sounds like it's fake. It more sounds like he wanted a platform. And he didn't understand how to talk on the platform. So he got real emotional, and the shit was hella funny. But he just like...
You don't do well in
Well, if
interviews.
if I'm sitting there throwing out my heart and the bitch looking at me like Gail did, like, nigga,
I was
yeah, you
so
still guilty.
mad.
So she was heartless during all that.
She was like, you have to calm down or like...
She was trying to channel her Oprah.
Yeah.
She was trying to channel her early 2000 Oprah. That's when Oprah was actually good.
I wouldn't have said seated like that, like comfortable with someone standing up and yelling like that, though.
Oh, I mean, I would have. What the
No.
fuck R. Kelly gonna do? Nigga, do you see all these guards that's over 21?
Over 21
This nigga
mandatory.
said, y'all not finna recruit me. No, so, speaking of R. Kelly, I want to group him in with Michael Jackson. Last episode, I believe, we talked about it and we said we didn't see it yet. And I finally saw it.
So what?
The Michael Jackson.
I ain't
I
believing
refuse
it.
to watch it.
I ain't believing it.
Um,
I'm not believing it because those two boys, they lied. Well, they swore under oath and said against another little boy who tried to say Michael Jackson was touching him.
Yeah.
They swore under oath and said that they did nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
So it's like,
No, come back.
y'all come back now after the nigga dead? Fuck you. Fuck out my face. I don't trust niggas who been on the court stand and lied before and then try to come around with a whole new story. Fuck out my face with that shit.
I don't believe both of them, but I believe one of them had a relationship with
And
him.
then,
In my opinion.
out of all the actual rich little boy booties Michael could have been playing with, from Corey Feldman to motherfucking Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin and Michael Jackson was like this in the 90s.
I believe he did some stuff with.
Why that one?
Why Macaulay? Because he was like the face of kids back then.
I don't think just because a man has relationships with a, because this is something me and Nelson got into it over Instagram, Facebook. I don't think just because a man has,
Yeah, I saw that.
Just because a man has relationships with a child, that he's a child molester or a pedophile, because that kind of mentality is going to throw away potential relationships between students and kids.
And teachers and stuff?
Yeah.
So that's
mentors.
So that's completely different. And when I read that post, I said the exact same thing. That's completely different.
But I say shit. T.I. said the same shit.
Well, T.I., I love T.I., but
T.I. said the exact same shit.
I love T.I., but I agree. If he said what you're saying, then I disagree with both of y'all, because you can't compare the two. Teachers, doctors, and oh man, he's on a phone call.
Hello.
You outside? All right.
So we'll timestamp that. But yeah. So teachers and doctors obviously have to have that relationship. It's a difference between having that kind of relationship and actually having kids sleep in the bed with you. The doctors and teachers are not having kids sleep in the bed with them. So you can't. That's absurd to compare the two.
Still don't think he touched them boys.
Yeah, you don't have to think it, but I'm just saying on that point of comparing it to doctors and teachers, you can. That's absurd.
I'm comparing it with anybody. The way Nelson was trying to make it seem was that anybody who has any grown man who has relationships with kids is something wrong with him. Like that sounds stupid.
No, what he was saying, maybe he didn't word it the way he should have, but he was saying any grown man that's in the bed with another kid. It's ridiculous.
He didn't say shit about being in the bed.
How's it going, man?
What's up, man?
Got a new guest in the building.
What's happening? What's going on, Pete?
Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan's
so
just
we
in the
moving
studio.
Yes,
Go ahead and announce yourself, Jordan.
yeah, man. It's Jordan B. What's going on? How y'all doing?
He got some fly kicks. I just seen.
Good looking on, man.
We sitting here. What was we talking about?
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. Do you think it's weird for a grown man to have a relationship with a child, not a sexual relationship?
Have a relationship with a child?
Yes.
Just like
not a sexual relationship.
Just
like a friendship for a grown man to be. That's what we was talking about. Grown men being friends with kids.
That's not.
Because from there I was like, so would you think something was wrong with Mr. Rogers? He's like, yeah, Mr. Rogers, something was wrong with Mr. Rogers, perverted ass too. And I'm like, no.
No, he wasn't saying on the lines of as far as having a relationship with kids. Everybody know older people should have some kind of relationship with kids as far as mentoring. He talking about on the lines of sleeping having kids in the bed with you.
He ain't say nothing about sleeping with in the post.
You should
that's
not
what
know.
that's what I got out of it.
He didn't say nothing about sleeping with in the post.
And so it's like
I can only take
with the
what
whole
he said.
with the whole Mr. Rogers thing. That was on a kind of like he was saying on the fact that it was being how Mr. Rogers was so close to the kids. It is a little weird, and it is when you see an adult that's really really close to a child. You can't. Well, you can probably feel differently about it, but it is just a little weird seeing how close some adults are with kids. Like,
I don't think so.
When seeing like Michael interact with kids was weird to me. Even as a child, I said that's kind of. Weird.
Michael.
Like,
I don't think it's wrong to be.
Michael was a weird fuck all the way around, though.
Yeah, but I'm not.
He's already weird.
Yeah, we already knew that. But what I'm saying is, as far as the pedophile vibe from him, that's what I got. Even as a kid growing up, I see him. When I look at him on concerts and stuff, like, I ain't gonna say nothing wrong with holding hands, but kissing another person's child, like, that's weird to me.
How was he kissing? How was he kissing?
They kiss him on the forehead.
Bill Clinton did that shit.
I mean, presidents do that shit a lot.
I feel like that's weird.
I won't lie, it's a little bit weird.
Dave Chappelle got a whole joke. Dave Chappelle got a whole joke when he was talking about how Bill Clinton, come here, little nigga, baby.
Yeah, that was hella funny. But
and shit, when I run for president, I'm actually thinking about throwing my hat in about 15 years.
Bro, I'm gonna
try a few times.
Look, bro, I'm with you all the way. Get some of these
Crack
niggas-
ass crackers.
Yeah, cracker ass crackers out here. They don't know what they're doing.
But as far as the
Jordan don't like white people, yo.
I do. That's and the untruth. That's the
Timestamp.
untruth.
Nah, but as far as the white, he was about to say
Jordan
the
was
white
that
people.
nigga on the slave ship trying to revoke. Come on, y'all.
Nah,
We don't need this shit.
I ain't gonna say that was most likely
It's
me.
10 of us and one of
One
them.
of them. Look.
They got us down here with these roaches and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, but yeah, Michael Jackson, like I said, from a child, I felt like he had weird vibes. And you can't compare the two as far as doctors and teachers, because doctors and teachers there very well be some that's in the world that do this.
I just
but
don't-
It's their job to deal with.
Yeah,
I
no,
just-
I'm talking about as far as sleeping in the
Yeah,
bed with
I feel
kids.
you.
I
There's
just
no
don't-
way in the world where I would feel like that's okay.
Like, okay, maybe. Well,
And that's why I said I believe at least one of the kids.
Well,
See,
babysitter.
wait.
Babysitter.
I'm not. No,
It depends
you're
on
not
the-
sleeping in the bed
It
with my
depends.
kid.
It depends on the situation because of the fact that you don't never know what could possibly happen. If you're touching kids, yeah, don't sleep in the bed with a kid.
Yeah.
However, because you said there's never a way, right? However, let's say, boom, something happens. Bird box situation.
Just watch a movie one time and know how to
Bird box
They
situation.
ain't got no kids. She ain't the kids.
No,
don't
no,
have
no, no. We all in the house, and it's limited beds. It's about 4 kids running around though.
Kids sleep on the bed. Women and children sleep on the. I mean, women and men sleep on the floor, bro. Like,
If they ain't my kids, y'all better scoot the fuck over.
Hey, look now.
I'm not what the
Especially if it's
fuck.
my crib. Hey,
Y'all better scoot the fuck
I
over.
don't feel like unless
Everybody get their own blankets.
some covers, something.
Look, everybody we gonna sleep like niggas do.
Yup.
When they gotta sleep in the same bed. Everybody sleep, get their own blankets. Everybody sleep face down.
For sure.
nah, bro. I feel like
For real, when niggas gotta sleep in the same bed together, everybody's either in a line,
It's in a line.
Yeah.
I just seen. I
lay
was just on the
straight
couch
down,
yesterday.
and you'll see niggas laying straight down like this.
so.
Ain't bumping nothing.
Maybe if in that scenario, which is ridiculous scenario, but like if I was in the bed with my kid and my kid is on this side and the other people are on the other side, then that's completely different. But if I'm not in the bed with my kids and there's other people, that's stupid to me. Why would you let your kid do that? Why would you let a grown man be in the bed with your child? That's
Because I would for sure. I wouldn't let R. Kelly be in the bed with my child.
I think we're looking at this as specific cases. I think we aren't.
No, it's
I
not
think
even
we
specific
aren't. I think we
case.
aren't looking at this as specific cases.
yeah.
Like every single guy ain't a pedophile.
Yeah, that's.
I
for
never
sure.
said that.
So it's like, depending on the situation, I can understand why people might be in the same damn bed.
No, that's where I differ from you. I'm not saying every person is a pedophile. You can have, like I said, you can have a relationship with kids, but once you take that level to where I'm at my house and my son or daughter is at your house, sleeping in your bed with you, come on, nah,
Yeah,
B.
yeah.
Nah, bro.
I can't say I would feel all the way. You gotta be like maybe a babysitter and a female babysitter.
And
No,
then
you gotta be
and
I ain't
then
even
it's
say
people-
family
it's people
members.
who
It's
knew-
crazy family
on me.
members. are
it's
crazy
people
too.
who knew
That's
Michael
real
Jackson
true.
that was talking about how he was chemically castrated, so he couldn't even get on hard.
The fuck?
That's not even a fact that's true.
Sounds so hurt.
That
I
he
was
was
like,
chemically
wow.
castrated.
How do you know?
How do you know that it is? That's what I'm saying. It's not a fact, or it's not a fact.
But
It's not evidence.
You can look at
So you
medical
can't
records
just
for
say
that.
that.
you said what?
You can look at medical records for that though.
Yeah, but like I
But
said,
apparently,
it never came out that that's a fact. That's what I'm trying to prove.
But apparently, he was chemically castrated to keep his voice from changing.
They did used to do that back in the day too though.
That's what they did to George Washington Carver.
He didn't do that. Bro.
Niggas ain't know that, did you?
I didn't really care.
George Washington Carver had a high pitch ass voice because he was chemically castrated by the white family who took him in.
I didn't.
Damn. Because they didn't win his voice.
They didn't want him. Basically, they were
Take that bass out your voice, nigga.
That's not the voice. Oh, hey.
That's
They was
what-
kind of, if I remember right, they was kind of into eugenics. That's when the state of eugenics was like a thing at the time. And so we got this little smart nigger boy, but let's not let him reproduce.
That's real.
No, but I don't think that's a fact. But that's neither here nor there. I don't feel like a grown man, regardless if it's Michael Jackson or R. Kelly, any grown man should be sleeping in the bed with another child. And
What
the
if you
parent,
with
and the
another
parent is,
grown man's
What if you
child.
can't tell
yeah,
if
with
you're
another grown man's child.
What if you can't tell if you're a grown man? What if you like Prince?
Make that make sense.
You ever seen Prince be having some really pictures like, is this nigga a tranny or?
Yeah. You gotta really know what you're doing with.
Okay, let me not just say grown man then. A grown adult. Because women can molest kids too.
For sure.
I just don't want to assume that everybody that's around my kid is a damn pedophile.
That's a bad.
That's a bad way to approach the world.
That's not what I'm saying.
And that's how like a lot of my parents, they kind of brought me up on a mindset like that. Like they want to make me. I get they want me to make me aware of shit, but it was almost to the point where it's like they only cushion they cushion all of the positive shit with the negative first. They give me the negative shit first. So they'll be like,
it's like the compliment sandwich.
Yeah, don't do this because so and so and so and so, and it's like I'm only getting your side of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times I was kind of wishy-washy about like having friends or bringing my friends around them because they I feel like they'll judge them a little bit like, oh no, they not right and shit or something like that. Like you don't even know them cats. So you know, trying to teach us how to be cautious, but you can't really. You gotta let us kind of just go about.
Do your own experience.
Do our own experience.
I get that, but at the same time, like I feel like y'all trying to say that. In my head, I'm saying that everybody is a pedophile, and I'm not saying that.
If you're taking Nelson's stance, then that's why I'm saying it. Because when in the conversation me and him had, that's the aura that he gave off.
Well, I know Nelson, and I know that's not what he was trying to say. What I'm saying, and what he is trying to say, any grown man or grown woman that sleeps...
Shout out to Nelson.
Yeah. Coming to America podcast.
Nigeria nigga.
But, yeah.
Coming over here beating up light-skinned dudes and shit.
So, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying every person that's grown is a pedophile if they got interactions with kids. I'm saying it's a weird vibe. And I'm also saying if a grown adult is sleeping with a 7-year-old kid that's not theirs, is weird to me.
I mean, sometimes I'll be sleeping with my chick and her kid will like come sleep in the bed.
But the mother is there.
I think even if she walked in on you and Logan taking a nap together, she wouldn't.
Okay.
I guess. I mean.
That's
the point I'm looking at.
That's a different.
Everybody ain't a pedophile.
Everybody's not a pedophile. Everybody not ain't shit. Everybody not.
Everybody ain't R. Kelly.
Yeah, everybody ain't R. Kelly.
I'm not saying that. Y'all completely missing the boat of what I'm talking about.
I feel what you're saying, bro. Like you don't want to judge everybody like that.
But in this scenario, like you were saying, if like Tyree was just saying, if the girl was.
I go by Big Dog Ree.
If Tyree was like Tyree was saying, if the girl or whatever walked in on you and the son laying together, that's just like a husband and wife. She know y'all built a relationship or whatever, and not to say that he didn't build a relationship with the mother and father, but if you hear these allegations going on about him messing with kids. And there's been multiple kids come out and say...
He already got fire under him.
Yeah, like, why would you even risk that?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
That's what I'm talking about.
He already got the radar on him, like, you known. Especially... Now, it's different when, like, you are known, like, you just already... You got mannerisms.
Yeah.
You don't have a good track record.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, he doesn't have a good track record at all.
Well, another reason that's making me not believe it is a lot of the conspiracy behind Michael Jackson.
Yeah, there's conspiracy.
Making not believe the R. Kelly did?
I don't believe Michael Jackson shit.
Oh,
R. Kelly's the nigga who goes to go cheat and then gets caught on Instagram with the bitch. And they be like, I don't know how to hog tie people.
Why would I hog tie?
Everybody's seen this but me.
Why would I? That's how I knew how to hog tie.
Hey man, Charlamagne said he sound like Martin Luther King in that clip.
Wow.
I don't want to hog tie nobody.
You ain't never seen it?
I think
I saved it, bro. That shit was so funny.
I had to
my God.
I had to pull a damn red off Friday. We had to keep rewinding it and rewinding it.
That shit was so funny.
Nah,
dude looked like he was about to straight just start crying.
Nah, but everybody know that R. Kelly is a piece of crap.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Does anyone have a Android charger?
No.
Lame.
It's only for this.
Oh, what is that? Vapor?
Yeah.
Oh, they charge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta
cool.
take a charger.
Nigga had to tell me.
What? Oh, the thing? Okay.
So, now I want to talk about vaping real quick. Let's get off of R. Kelly, that piece of crap. And I do want to say this about Michael Jackson and R. Kelly.
I don't believe. Yeah, I don't believe shit about Michael Jackson.
I do believe at least. I believe he messed with at least one of those kids. Because the dude Wade Robinson.
Who the fuck for the fucking nigga named Wade in the ass? Come here, Wade.
Your name's Wade.
Come here, Wade.
I'm pretty sure someone fuck Wade.
Wasn't damn Bruce Wayne.
I believe Wade because the way he was talking about Michael, he sounded like he was in love with him, like there was something special about that. But the other dude, he was like, yeah, we did it here, we did it there, and all that. And then actually during the documentary, Wade had video of not saying this stuff happened on that night, but in the documentary he was talking about when he flew me out to his hotel room and we had sex and I had to get rid of my boxes.
See, that don't even that don't even sound right in a sentence.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Michael Jackson having sex.
Yeah, you agree with this nigga before you even heard what he tried to say.
That don't sound right in a sentence.
Yeah, I don't
like this nigga couldn't even nut his own kids.
Damn.
Anywho, so how he was saying they had sex and he had to check his boxes or whatever, and that's right after he said that they had footage of him. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. His face was priceless too. He just replaced the new Michael Jordan.
He replaced that shit. Yeah,
he replaced
he's
Michael
that's the way.
No, but how he was saying he checked his boxes after that, and then right after he said that, he showed footage of him as a 17-year-old in the hotel room,
right,
with Michael and all that stuff. So stuff was adding up, whereas the other guy, it wasn't really adding up. It was just him telling a story. But as far as Wade, he had because he was a director or whatever, he's actually having video evidence of encounters he had with Michael.
My thing is, why is if these niggas all out here doing shit from R. Kelly to Michael Jackson, why y'all niggas don't know to get the shit on camera?
Oh, that's my.
Why y'all ain't toiling no damn Chris Brown and taking off on his?
It's like we're never there, dog. And that'd be the hard shit. Like we got all this evidence we got all this evidence to really go both ways with both situations. Like I can see why motherfuckers coming at R. Kelly. I can see how people defend him because, and no surprise that celebrities, black celebrities, get under fire somewhere in their career because of whatever.
I don't understand how they support R. Kelly.
Yeah, I don't.
Because if everybody see the video of him with the kid, and then
the P come P,
yeah,
and then also I didn't know until the documentary that he was married to Aaliyah.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Boy, that nigga wrote age ain't nothing but a number.
Yeah.
I didn't know none of this stuff.
That was a clear, you know what? This nigga nasty.
Yeah, nigga nasty. Fuck.
I didn't even see the video when I was younger. I heard about it, but I didn't see it. But yeah. But as far as I know, I think it was either last episode or the episode before last, I said if all of this stuff was true, I wouldn't be able to listen to Michael Jackson's music, or I wouldn't be able to listen to R. Kelly music, and my mind is completely switched. I can listen to both of them.
But I can, for me, I maybe not with R. Kelly, but I know how to separate the art from the person.
It's not even separate.
So do we still drive Ford cars then? Yeah, so when we separate the art from the person, should we still drive Ford cars?
That's what I'm saying.
Henry Ford was anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I was just about to say,
So it's that nigga ain't like the Jews.
I wear Tommy Hilfiger sometimes.
I don't think
that was never true.
Was racist.
He never said that. He never said that.
I actually have a problem with everybody saying that these big fucking companies is racist. How do y'all know?
Well, it's
because then niggas were trying to say that it's the Timberland boot, that the Timberland tree, or the tree they used to hang on.
Yeah, niggas be extra.
That's reaching.
Yeah, that's reaching. But the whole news thing.
Then somebody said the back of the damn Levi's. The back of Levi's, where the horses are pulling on the pants, where the horses are pulling the pants apart. Mm-hmm. They used to do that to niggas and that Levi racist. And I'm like, y'all do know Levi Strauss was an immigrant, right?
That's how they plow the fields. They get the horses and they had the thing plowing the field. No, but as far as some of the big name brands, it's kind of proven that they are racist. Especially what's been going on this year.
Yeah, with Gucci and I can see The Gucci shit.
like with a whole lot of this blackface stuff going on, and then one of them had the news.
I think there's a difference between being racist and unaware.
Yeah, being ignorant.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Like
It is.
some of them
H&M
really is just
not
evil.
racist. They was unaware. And I say that like let's go back to the coolest monkey in the jungle, right? Who hasn't went to fucking Who hasn't went to Children's Place and hasn't seen a shirt to say the coolest monkey whatever in a damn children's store?
Okay, but what I'm saying,
Hottest little monkey,
Right.
funnest little monkey, something little monkey. It's just they put it on the black kid.
no,
They
what
racist.
I'm saying is,
Yeah,
I'm not saying
I like monkeys. So.
I'm not saying every designer is
And that green look good on that
racist.
nigga's skin.
and all I'm saying is, how can I put this?
In simplest terms would be nice.
All right. Yeah. So you made me lose my train of thought. Because you just said, just because something happened doesn't mean something else. You made me lose my train of thought.
Oh, just because they might be just a little bit culturally unaware.
Yeah, you're saying, yeah, okay. I believe as long as racism is, you stupid, as long as racism and stuff has been around and stuff, it's a difference between being unaware and blatantly not giving a damn. Like, I believe some of the stuff that they're doing, they just don't give a damn.
Yeah, even
And
if
the
they
thing-
do become aware, it's just like, well, shit, fuck.
It is
The
what
thing
it
about
is,
the
yeah.
nooses, I don't know, what was it, Burberry?
Yeah.
Nooses wasn't just used to hang niggas. And when they first seen it, it was on a white model. So I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm not finna
No,
wear
they
something
don't
with a
mean
noose on there. Like,
Yeah.
You're a white person though. Nooses was
So
used to
what?
hang witches and shit. So it's
That's
like I don't necessarily
cool.
think.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think they said, you know, put these on. Them niggas finna get mad now.
But yeah, that's
Yeah,
how
but-
I feel it is.
but I don't feel I
like
don't feel
everybody
it's-
know what. I don't mean to cut you
No,
off.
you good.
I'm. It's not like you don't know what nooses mean to people.
Only
Yeah.
in America is it associated with racism.
But you should
from
know
the
how it's
plan.
going. You should know how it's going to be taken.
These
like
companies
you're
are
not
giving.
recognized
These companies
over
are giving clothes to the world,
right.
not just America. So if only in America it's a problem, why am I finna fuck up my profits, my dividends? Because y'all niggas
That's
can't see.
also a point because
Y'all niggas can't see past this shit.
revenue. As
Nooses has just been a way to hang motherfuckers. It's the most effective way to hang a motherfucker.
yeah,
It's
but
not
you gotta
necessarily a
Even
black
then,
thing.
why would
you gotta
promote
know.
that,
You
though?
gotta know. Yeah, you gotta know that it's gonna provoke.
Hell,
like,
a noose is just a form of a capital punishment.
Why
yeah,
would you promote?
Niggas wear a cross. That's a form of a capital punishment.
That's ignorance.
No, yeah, but also it represents other things for different religions.
But it's still
But it's still
punishment, though.
and it's still ignorance.
Yeah, like
My
I
biggest
agree
thing,
with you.
the
but I'm
biggest thing
saying-
about the cross is if Jesus came back right now, he would be so disappointed. Y'all niggas got this guy got him on a damn cross. Y'all really get, that's like your friend getting shot and then you wearing the bullets that he got shot by.
people wear crosses in a kind of not of ignorance. Some religions wear it as far as the
Some
saying,
religions, there's really only one religion that does the crosses. Well, yeah, Christianity.
Catholics.
I'm combining all of them together.
It's
They're
totally different.
They still
But Christians get trace their shit through what's his name, Isaac, and then
Christians
Catholics
are
trace
Catholics.
theirs
I mean,
through
Catholics are
Ishmael.
Christians. Catholics still believe in Jesus. Only thing a Christian is somebody who worships Christ.
like I said, that's what I'm saying.
Because
It's all in the same.
it's only three: Judaism, Muslims, and Judaism, Islam, and Christianity.
It's way more religions.
It's only three. It's only three religions of the Abrahamic God.
Yeah, these are the Abrahamic religions.
There's only three religions of
And
the Abrahamic. The
can't
Abrahamic
count-
God is the big Almighty God that you worship because you're a Christian. It's only three other religions that worship the same exact God as you.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying there's more religions out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they don't worship a cross.
It's just different sections of stuff.
It's
Yeah.
just different sections of Christianity.
Okay, neither here. Let's not get into that. Some religions wear that as a not being ignorant, but as in remembrance.
Yeah, they feel like it is. That's what they didn't let themselves to believe that it is.
I mean,
So
if,
that nigga come back and be like, really?
okay, if,
really?
if that's what their religion believes in, how can you say that's really ignorant if somebody believing in something?
I mean,
Yeah.
okay, because it's about it's
Yeah,
a
just because
belief.
you believe in something don't mean it's not ignorant, and don't mean it's above criticism. Like you thought, not even poking fun at you. You thought the sky was blue because it reflects off the water. That's ignorant, but you actually believed that for a point in time.
I asked the question. I didn't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't me believing. It was me not knowing.
So before you did not, before I told you why the sky was blue, why did you think the sky was blue?
I didn't know, but that's just one thing that I heard. I never, when people ask me that, I never give a complete answer. I always say, I don't know, but I heard this.
For example, though, a Bible can be translated differently. Like, people think, for example, that the apple was sex. People think it was just the fruit.
Yeah.
People think other
That's
things.
because they leave it. That's where Christians get it wrong at, because they leave the Bible up to interpretation. That's my thing with Christians, because they don't think they should have the burden of proof on them. And the burden of proof is on me, because their whole thing is to make I have to want to read the Bible.
Well, niggas be getting mad when I tell them about the burden of proof.
Take it as law and have this relationship with so-called Jesus / God, but you leave it up to interpretation. I can get the whole other result. I can get an entirely opposite result of what you was trying to get by telling me to read the Bible. Because when I look at it, I'm saying, oh, this is some old bullshit.
I haven't really met that many Christians that read the whole Bible, and it's shocking. I have.
More atheists read the Bible than thoroughly through.
Yeah, because it's more or less.
Christians
It's more or less. The reason why a lot of atheists do it is, well, speaking for myself, when you are going against, and you're gonna have to combat people who believe in God and shit, and they're gonna try to throw all these whoop-wop whams at you.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be able to poke holes in their logic, and just reading the Bible with common sense, you see the holes in the logic. You see the flaws. You see where this shit ain't really adding up. And I've met people who die hard, believe in the Bible. The man I met,
you know how many people have died in the name of the Bible?
This book, right? Okay, so I was at work yesterday reading this book. Man walks in. I ain't even realize he had an I Love Jesus hat on. I'm behind the counter. I'm reading the book. He's like, that's a good-ass book, man. I read it myself.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm just getting into it. He was like, what about that other good book? And I look up and I see I Love Jesus. And I'm like, oh, this is finna go down south fast. Yep. And I'm like, I'm not really into... What you mean? You don't want to be saved, son?
Now, see, those them extreme. That's what I talk. See, they
like,
wonder why they come under fire. They wonder why everybody be looking at them and coming at them by shit. But y'all, the first ones throwing stones or like going out y'all way to make it to make everybody come into y'all shit.
Yeah.
When didn't nobody ask you, nigga? What you talking about?
Big Tone, Big Tone Dog. Come back in, church.
Yeah, I tuned out. I don't have debates about religion.
Come back in. Why not?
Yeah. They're fun.
They are.
I had one with my family. I had one with my family recently.
Those the best ones.
Oh god. Oh god.
And let me guess, you got more believers in your family, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm the
the black sheep.
Yeah,
same.
I'm the black sheep. Me, at least me and probably Burr, but Burr kind of wanted to get on. Like my brother, he wants to get on. Not maybe the Bible and following that shit, but he wants to. I get like how black people, some of them, they want to be around like the vibe of church when you go to church, and it's kind of how they feel in there and over around family, and we're talking about good things.
Every church that I know about, like the inner workings of, they so damn sloppy on the inside.
Yeah, and they because they don't know. They just don't know.
It's more of rumors and shit than it is about motherfuckers trying to get saved.
Yeah. I've been baptized.
I was too.
Did you burn?
And I'm still going to hell.
I was like, man. I tried that shit for a week. I was like, man.
I tried that shit for a week.
I didn't feel no different, but one thing I do.
This nigga got Christianity on Amazon Prime and sent it back because he ain't want it.
One thing I did feel was like a pretentiousness about myself because I was.
It's fun.
Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me or how I was taking it, because in my head I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna get saved, I'm gonna get baptized, and I was young at this time. I was like real young.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm finna get saved, and
we're not cavemen.
It's gone now.
Oh.
And I'm gonna be this whole different person. I'm gonna be so great, and then come for water, I don't feel shit. But for like a week, I'm just like, yeah, I'm trying to give
do
myself
right.
the illusion that I'm doing right, and I'm telling other people to go, they do this, read the book. And I got baptized out of one peer pressure anyway.
Same. I remember that Sunday. Same.
Because I had just got back from this church camping trip.
Not a camping trip.
Yes. And this is, I think,
Wasn't some freaks on that
this is
camping
the
trip?
second one, huh?
Wasn't some freaks on that camping trip?
Yeah, all the
It's
church
always
girls
freaks in the
bro.
church. It's always freaks in the church.
They wasn't doing no freaky shit at the time, but it was all freaks. But no, everybody was just on that shit. Just when you're there, you take on like the vibe. Like we had a bonfire and we was going around talking about. I forgot what we was talking about. We was going on. It was hell of us there and shit.
Would you believe that in mass groups, humans kind of conduct the same energy and this, like we're conductors of the
We're
vibes?
conductors, especially black people, because our melanin is the universe's ultimate conductor.
Okay.
All that blackness in the space is not nothing, but
Yeah,
as
that
far
is
as
actually true. We don't know what the hell it is, but it ain't nothing.
it ain't nothing. What's it called? After I got back from that, because at the bonfire, everybody was going hard on the same shit, like doing shouting, I guess, and just how church people do that shit. And then I was like kind of speaking in tongues, but I wasn't. I was fucking speaking gibberish.
You got possessed.
But I was conscious, and guess I'll just do what they do. I'm doing what they do. None of this is really coming from me. This is like not what I want.
Imitation.
Right.
That's how
This is not
indoctrination
me.
works.
Yeah, exactly. And after I getting older, that was around like middle school.
That's why.
Grade
That's why I want to raise my kids without religion. If they choose to go and believe in religion later on down the line, once they out my house, that's cool. But I cannot, with good faith, raise you and indoctrinate you into something like that.
Yeah. What I'm gonna do with my kids is way different from my parents did. I'm going to, which I'm already on a way of doing, like educate myself on all of the. No, not that.
Oh.
On like educating myself on all of the religions and belief systems.
That way you can give them.
That way, I'm gonna put it on the table. Okay, when they're of age where I feel like their mind is, getting conscious enough to think somewhere. Because I was thinking about shit like that even when I was a kid. So when I know they there, I'm gonna put all the shit on the table. Like, look, here's this, here's that. What you want? It's up to you, or you can be nothing. I don't consider myself.
I remember my first indication of. I actually never thought no other religion existed until one day I was at church.
Exactly.
Until one day I was at church, and you know how they have the visitor section or whatever, where people get to come in when they're a visitor. Dude stood up, and he said that the God you all believe in is a false prophet, all this other kind of shit. Ooh. And it was some random man who walked into my church during the visiting hour. Now with that damn nigga roof shit popping off,
wow.
I wish
somebody had.
He was a black man. It was a black church,
right?
So I mean, if he would have started capping, I mean, he's like,
I feel so attacked.
But after the whole Dylan Roof shit, now I'm like, I'm good. Yeah. But at the time, my grandfather was the reverend. Mm-hmm. The pastor was there, and the assistant. No, my grandfather was the assistant pastor. The head pastor was there, and two other reverends was there. And afterwards, they escorted the man out the building. But that was the first time I knew that there was something other than God. Right. At first, I thought all of this was just him.
I've always had an image of what I think like the source is like. I don't consider like. I have beliefs in gods, or as far as like I educate myself on like different cultures, gods and shit. Mm-hmm. But at the end, there's like a source. I think there's this is the physical, and then on the other side, it's like metaphysical side. Physical side, what you're seeing and shit. Metaphysical side, what you can't see and all that shit. So, at some degree, there's how I would think of like God, because obviously consciousness doesn't need a body to exist.
True. I could say that.
So, the consciousness is like a big ass endless sea. Like it's actually really watery. This is how I've always like imagined a God, like what God, because it's an all encompassing thing. The universe, it's all of this is the universe. But there's like this big ass vast ocean, and it's deep and it's still, and only sometimes it'll have waves, but it always returns to the stillness, the
And
calmness and shit.
And that's what you believe.
Yeah, but then it has a ripple, and it's like they all like the water. It spreads out into rivers. It's all their own streams. This is a stream of consciousness. This is a stream of consciousness. This is a stream of consciousness.
That's actually
and they all return
similar
back.
to how I see life.
Exactly.
Because technically, species and shit don't exist. We're
Right.
all just different forms of the same life form.
Right.
We just gave names to species and shit. So it's like technically life is an ocean, and each lane of life is just a different stream or a river going somewhere else.
Technically,
Like the tree.
Yeah. Technically, Jordan Bastain doesn't exist. That's not God or whatever you consider God. Didn't one day say in its mind, I'm going to create Jordan Bastain. No, it was just, here's me. I want to experience as this being, and after that is my own thing. After that, because you have your own version. The way you probably see me is way different
Than
than
how you see yourself.
what I actually am.
Yeah.
It's only through like even with Trinice, the way her experiences, thoughts, feelings, and emotions about me have created attachments to the name Jordan, and now is creating this whole idea about the person that she looks at.
She has a whole image of you that's probably nothing close to
that's
who
not
you
even
actually
me.
are.
So theoretically, there's two versions of me existing in this one reality.
Theoretically, there will be
thousands.
multiple
It's
because
thousands.
everybody's going to have their own interpretation of you,
Exactly.
and no two people is going to be right.
Exactly. And even I myself, through my conscious mind,
If you remember me telling
Don't
you
even-
that we give different pieces of ourselves in our relationships, you don't give your ex the same you gave the person after them.
'cause
And even though it might not be like you're harboring a bitterness, you just don't give them the same you.
I've never given any like female the same as I give Trinice.
Understandable. I've had one like that. Back yonder. All right, let's get Vic back into the conversation. We off religion, Vic. Come back.
Yeah.
Come back.
And the reason why I don't argue about it because
You're just
no. Reason why I don't debate about it is because I can scream to the top of my lungs of stuff that I believe in. It's all belief.
And
I
I
can't
feel
force. And
You can't force beliefs. The white people did it.
anyways, I can't force my beliefs on it.
You
anyone
dropping
else.
that comment, but it's an actual very
That's
valid ass
valid.
statement.
Yeah.
I don't care what the valid statement is. I'm not gonna say I can't. I'm not going.
Why are
to.
you gonna do it to your kid?
I'm not going to force anything on anybody. You listen to what I'm saying. I'm being taught in my church now, like how you were saying the speaking in tongue and all of that. I don't believe in all that. I think all that stuff is fake.
Because I could just feel myself. I was just like, I was just making myself.
Yeah, like that stuff.
Why speaking in tongues sounds so close to speaking Hindu?
Hey, exactly.
If you never walked into one of them damn Hindu shops, you don't understand what the hell I mean.
Yep.
You walk in here,
But anyway,
not trying to be culturally insensitive.
But anyway,
But it's
I'm not
facts.
bashing the people who believe in speaking in tongue. That's just not what I've been taught. And what I've been taught in the church is to include everyone and not force or try to put whatever you believe into anybody else, because that just pushes people away even further.
Yeah.
Like I can say, no, this is real, and then people just
that's
get that
what-
they get pushed off. Like
I will honestly
like
say this.
the way when people have debates about religion and stuff like that, they try to group all religions together and saying all people in different churches think like this when that's not the case.
No,
at all.
that's definitely not true.
So that's why I don't even bother to, because I know what I believe in, and I know what helps me. So all I can do is say what helps me, and if somebody agree, then they agree. If they don't, then it is
I
what it
will
is.
say this. Shout out to all my Christian friends. Because although y'all know I'm going to hell, they still for some reason pray for me.
Oh God!
They still for some reason pray for me.
Because
In the name of Jesus.
I pray for everybody. Pray
Yeah,
pray for friends, family.
Prayer's okay.
Pray
No.
for friends, family, and all. Even the people who's done wrong to me, I still pray for them.
It's just people need to understand that they're really praying to themselves.
I cannot do it. And that's because my thing about prayer though goes deeper than just not liking religion. It's the fact that there's people who pray and don't get up and do.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then is then to counter there's the belief of you pray then you do. Well, what the hell am I praying for? I'm just gonna do it.
Exactly.
So it's like
because they don't know it's them.
That's exactly. It's just like I have a problem with giving power to something greater than myself.
Right.
That I'm not sure it's there.
Even though it's like...
What I mean by that is, I know a cop is there. I know a cop has more authority than me. So I have no problem relinquishing my state of power to you. I don't know if there's a God there. So I have a problem relinquishing any kind of power I have over me and my future to you. I don't know what the fuck you gonna do with it. I don't know what your best intentions are. They say you got my best intentions. But 200 years of slavery, my nigga.
Yeah. I'm not a person that feels the need to worship things.
200 or 400 years. I keep hearing mixed up numbers.
204 years. That speaks of. Let's switch the topic because I'm getting annoyed. Okay. Reparations.
You're not getting them, nigga. You know why you're not getting them? Because it's literally too big.
They gave you reparations in the form of white Jesus.
It's too.
That's an Uncle Ruckus ass thing.
I don't mean. You never.
Oh wait, did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Uncle Ruckus and Charlamagne.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Now,
what kind of reparations would you look for? Money?
Me, I don't know too much about reparations to give it a thought of. I would have to have like extensive research, but in my opinion, if I'm just going off of people explaining what reparations is and all that, I wouldn't want a check. If that's what I wouldn't want them to cut the check. I would want to be set up in position to where me and just all minorities are set up to where it's fair.
Everybody needs their own country. Everybody needs their own. For one thing, because
set up to where it's fair.
And when I say set up to where it's fair, I'm saying as far as like y'all may disagree, but I feel like it's a big difference between education between minorities and white people.
I agree.
And I feel like if we had the same...
I don't.
I agree to an extent.
I think there's a lack of application in a lot of minority communities. And I say that because in Asian minority communities, they apply themselves.
Yeah. No, they do apply. Yeah,
they apply themselves and outclass.
Some niggas are groomed to just really not give that much of a fuck.
Honestly, from talking to some Asian kids, what really goes on in Asian households is just their parents are. It's not that they're even smarter. Mm-hmm. Their parents are just do your homework every fucking day. Yeah. Black, and I'm not gonna throw shade at black families, but I know from growing up, my mom only checked like once a week. Your homework done?
Really?
Yes.
Now my parents was a little
so like
on me.
going to college really made me see that a lot of our problems are on us, not on how the United States dealt or has us. It's just on our inadequacies to rise to certain occasions.
Yeah.
We literally have to do better.
I feel like...
And I know Martin Luther King... Hold on, don't cut me off. I know Martin Luther King is not with that whole pick him up by the bootstraps mentality, but I am. Like, and especially in this climate, in this day and age, you got to do better for yourself.
We should have did this shit a long time ago.
We can't be waiting for handouts.
Yep.
There's too much out here already for us. Because remember, we still get more scholarship money than white kids.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness.
Just for being a minority. But yet, if you go to more colleges, how many black kids do you actually see? All this damn money out there to go to school. All this money out there to start business and shit. They have special loans strictly for black people. But we always say, oh man, United States fucked up. They don't love niggas. We have certain shit in place. We just not using them.
Yeah, no, that is a true statement.
So it's like, that's what I'm asking you. What do you mean by
one thing
equal footing or equal ground to you didn't say minorities. What was the word you said?
I said minorities.
No, you want equal ground for minorities with, did you say white people?
I said equal footing for everything.
Okay.
Not just white people, but everybody.
Okay.
I'm not just saying blacks. I'm not just saying Mexican. I'm saying we all see the difference between white schools and black schools. We see the difference between being able to set up businesses as far as being a black entrepreneur and white entrepreneurs. We see the difference between policing between white people and black people. It's a difference in all of that.
I only see one difference in everything you just said, and that's the difference between policing.
Well, that's you.
I don't see the difference between education.
Like I said, that's you. I
can sometimes see a lack of care from like maybe some teachers. Like some teachers really be assholes and don't like take a time. I've even been in classrooms where I can see like these teachers don't really give a fuck about like some
they
like,
don't give it
like black students like
exactly. And it's not
really,
just
really
black
the
people.
undertone.
But
It's like really you can feel the undertone like even some of us we talk about it, like man,
it's like they came here to get their check and they out.
Even some principal care.
I think if you want better education for your kids, we're going to get to a point where you're going to have to pay for it.
Definitely.
Because, and I say that because you don't. That's what actually one of the things.
Unless we all just
presidential candidate Andrew Yang, 2020. That's one of the things he's trying to do is give everybody a base income, so we can so we can afford certain shit.
He's trying to give $1,000 a month. So, that's a check. I'm not looking forward. I mean, if I get a check, I'm not being like, no, I don't want this check. But I'm saying
you want everything.
That check is just a UBI. That's it.
You just want it to be fair.
Yeah, I just want everything.
Everybody, it's just a status of your.
And like you saying you see things. You feel like only policing is unfair, but I see from my lens and how I grew up. And
which one? You got 4 of them.
From how I grew up and how friends grew up and all that, we see it differently from how we were taught versus like me. I've been to like 6 different schools, and I see the difference between being taught in a black school or even not just a black school, a minority-based school versus a white school. I see the difference between when some of my entrepreneurial friends that are black apply for a loan and then my white friends go for that exact same loan. I see even not just my friends, but me personally in encounters with the cops versus my white friends that go encounter with the cops. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to be fair for all.
Even I don't even have many encounters with the cops. I've never been one to have that just many as if any at all.
I will honestly say, going off to college made me humble my opinions on white people. And what I mean by that is, I've met so many kids down in SEMO who, how in the 80s blacks were dealing with the crack epidemic. Yeah. I'm meeting people who parents are currently battling opioid and crystal meth addictions. Yeah. That affects how they are translating into school, and it's like, it's minority kids out there doing way better than them. And it's like, this is an opioid epidemic. Mm-hmm. So it's like, it's not just affecting Susie. It's affecting Susie, Sally, Mary, Billy, Bob. Shit, they probably all the same dealer.
When we talk about stuff like when we talk about inequality, I feel like you don't really see from the black side, from the minority side, or anything like that. You really go and say, we're not doing our part, and you really on the people who are in power side.
And what do you think?
I feel like you're not.
Okay, so when black people say in power, what was he saying when Obama was president? Is it still the people in power, even if he is black?
I don't even fuck with.
Wait, I'm not
Obama
even.
But anyway, in my look, okay, it is how I say. Hypothetically,
you deviated from what I said. Go ahead.
Hypothetically, in my mind, just to make all this shit simpler, how I would structure a society, even in the world. If I was to have my hand on all this, everybody would have their own shit. Everybody, okay, there's got Africa. Black people would majority have Africa. Asians would have Asia. Europeans would, if they're there at this time, they would have Europe, and all people would be accommodated. We will all have our own government infrastructure. We have belief systems. We have a way of being our own people, and we will all be at least a place where we can compete, and then we could, if everybody's fucking mature enough, all the races are mature enough to get past the other shit, there would be a central place. It could have been America, but America has a lot of bullshit. But It would
I
be
think
a
I see what
central.
you-
It would be a central place where you could choose
Like a cultural hub.
If you want to go and kick it with this race or this person, this person. You know, you can live there. You can, you know, it
Like
would
the
be
Hunger
and
Games,
then we
less
can,
killing.
and then we can all build towards something greater. We can all, if we're mature enough.
You know, that's actually the Society of Avatar: Legend of Korra.
Yeah.
Republican City is basically the central hub.
Exactly.
And all the other nations,
everybody else it could literally be that simple. But the things we just keep bumping heads because white people and black people don't bump heads because we don't know that we different. It's that we know that we different, and we keep trying to fight the fact that we different. And even if you don't think that, your cells know that, your DNA knows that, your melanin knows that. Your melanin and your skin is very intelligent. Don't ever take that shit for granted. It knows that it's not out of a place of hatred or disdain. I would literally look past all the shit in the past if we wasn't still slightly dealing with certain shit here and there.
What do you still think we're dealing with? Like, you mean like,
No.
boom,
Police
question.
brutality.
What is it going to take for us to stop bringing up slavery?
When
For our generation going on forward.
When I'm arguing about inequality, I'm never talking about slavery. I'm talking about stuff that's happening now.
I know. But what do you think is going to take for us to stop bringing up slavery?
I feel like a lot of people don't really bring up slavery as much as they used to. I feel like now they talk about things that are going on. You can't change the past, but people are talking about stuff that's going on.
What is going on now besides police brutality?
I just named the inequalities between schooling, banking, and police brutality.
Schooling is more or less where you live and how much you're going to pay for your schooling. So it's not like they just think, you know what, you minority, lesser education. You white person, boost that shit up, buddy. They're not doing that. Now.
Districts get to decide where
there
teachers
are
go.
minority populated districts, which leads to minority populated schools.
Districts get to decide where teachers go.
Who told you that?
I have family in the school districts.
Same. In Hazelwood School District. I've never heard of that.
Okay. Go ahead.
I've never heard of that.
Okay. That's something you never heard, but...
But you have.
Yes.
You heard
From
Jesus
multiple
calling.
people.
I ain't never heard.
Don't go there, bro. It's not funny. Go ahead.
That is hilarious, man. You gotta learn how to laugh once in a while.
Because I'm never ignorant towards certain things that you believe, and all the time you're ignorant towards stuff I believe. But
I'm ignorant to everybody when it comes to religion.
Exactly, and I don't think it's funny. I'm not mad. I just don't think it's funny, so I'm not gonna laugh. But go ahead.
I actually think Montel gets it worse than him.
Yeah, Montel does. This is why I'm trying to have an attachment.
Do you believe that the Earth is flat?
No.
Do you believe we went to the moon?
I honestly don't know.
I don't have enough research on that.
I want to get him and Montel on the episode together. I think they actually agree more than they would disagree.
Okay.
But I don't feel like we went to the moon, honestly.
I don't know.
I believe he went to the moon.
Same.
I don't know if we went to space. I'm just
And even if we had,
because it's just like, why we only went one time though.
We didn't. We went a couple of times.
If I'm not, I thought we only
we went to
once.
the moon a couple of times.
Let's see.
We as in Americans, or
I do want to know, like, what idiot in Russia was like, let's send a dog out in space. What kind of dog? A poodle. It wasn't a poodle. But just who the fuck is the brains behind the operation? Let's send a dog out in space.
About 533 times people from America have been to space. We've been there 536 times, but it's only been a complete orbit.
to the moon or space?
Space.
How many times have you been to the moon?
12.
So what are we doing?
It's more than I actually thought. I was going to give about 7.
Are we bringing anything back each time, or
Moon rocks and shit.
Yeah.
Moon dust.
moon? Okay.
Little drones.
One question I do have is just like, what do black people want? Like, as a people? Because
Black Americans?
Yeah, because one, I really feel like black people want Wakanda. Like
I do
ultimately,
too.
I just ain't really not,
Like,
niggas not gonna say it, but y'all.
If we made a state, if they gave us
Wakanda.
Louisiana and renamed it Wakanda,
Yeah,
We-
or just, we want a place where we can be ourselves and govern ourselves, be ourselves with ourselves, pay for shit with our own currency, have our own technology, have our own scientists, have our own doctors. We want what
That was
I honestly don't want to be in a place where it's just black people.
I don't- yeah, I don't think
what
that's
I'm saying,
America.
We can choose to go out. If you want to go out, then
Yeah.
go out.
Like if
And
you
will
was
have
talking
an
about that,
ability to do that.
like if you was talking about that hub,
and you are.
if you was talking about that hub full of people, I feel like I'd be in that.
Yes,
hub.
that is
Because-
like the what. If we're gonna have a society, if you want to have a
Delivering Jesse Smollett them letters, right?
Huh?
Delivering, you're gonna be in that hub delivering Jesse Smollett them
This
letters,
nigga's
right?
No, but I don't know. It's not that I don't love black people. I don't. I
But-
want diversity.
but go-
And when I say I don't want to be in Wakanda, I just want to be in a place where I don't want to be necessarily comfortable.
That's
if
why
that's
you
the
got your
word.
white girl.
What?
That's why you got your white girl.
My girl is black.
I think it's some.
Anywho, my girl is definitely black. But anyways, no. But
It's supposed to be a joke, nigga. I like diversity. That's why you got white girl. That's why you got snowflakes.
that was a horrible joke. But
My jokes are never
no,
horrible. Distasteful.
it's not that
yes.
I don't want it. I don't want to be around black people. It's just I just like diversity. I don't want to be comfortable, but I also want it to be fair.
Yeah, I do feel. I feel you. I do feel like, to a certain age, you do need to learn how to love, how to be around
Your
your
own people.
how to really submit yourself, your being into. Okay, I am, because one, I broke myself all the way down to like an atomic level, and then I had to build myself all the way back up, and like, okay, I'm American. Okay, then I'm a black American. Okay, then I'm a black person. Okay, then I'm a person. Then I'm Jordan. And then I'm this. And then I found back. When I was learning, I started learning history and all that shit. I found my love and passion even more so for black people, and then all other types of people and shit. But you should learn even to an extent, like little boys, they need to learn how to be around other little boys, be around and learn how to be around black men. Yeah. And little girls need to learn how to be around black girls, and then we can start intermingling more with each other. Black boys intermingle with black girls, and then learn how to love each other. And then they all get older, and then
you start branching out.
You start branching out. Now, if you want to do it early, it's all really dependent on you and your family.
That's why I said I feel like you need diversity.
I kind of think, actually, there are two things. One, I kind of think cultural inclusion should be happening probably around preschool age. Get them out into other cultures at that age. Get them experiencing as much of a melting pot as they can.
Exactly.
Because you never know what kind of person they're going to be. Because being black is not just being African.
No,
there's
I'm not saying it.
There's Arabian people as dark as me with a whole nother culture than me.
Right.
So it's like, I can't just look at you, even if we grew up, I can't just look at you as another black man. I mean, you not, but you are.
Right.
Like, I'd see y'all as my brother before I would see a nigga just as dark as me, but it's A-Rap.
Yeah, because I remember the first time I went to a different school and I saw a bunch of white people. It was a culture shock because all I knew was black people. And then I went to another school where it was a lot of Puerto Ricans, but they was my skin color, and that was a culture shock. I'm like, oh, y'all not black? Nah. Yeah. That's why I feel like you need diversity in some type of way.
My first friend was a little white kid.
You are still the only person who understands my whole Itachi black man thing.
I feel like you'd be Itachi.
Itachi black man thing.
I feel like you would personally be like you would
explain.
Itachi is a character from the show Naruto.
Right.
Itachi had to kill his entire family because Naruto is a military show, which basically ninjas are soldiers.
Right.
The Uchiha clan is a clan of soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
They kept getting
a race.
I watched it.
They kept getting more and more oppressed to the point where they was going to plan a coup d'etat against the village. Mm-hmm. Itachi, who sees himself first as a leaf shinobi, second as Uchiha, but still as both, put his village above his clan. The way I see me being as a black man is, my village is America. My clan is to black people. Mm-hmm. As an American, honestly, my country comes first. Always. Because I'm American. I am a black American. I'm not African American. I am a black American. So my country comes first.
And I disagree. I personally disagree with that completely.
Yeah, I completely.
Of course you
disagree
guys
with
are.
that, but
Of course you guys
that's
are.
why I was saying you.
That's why a lot of my stances, when I say certain shit, I say them from
But
the stance of...
but it's because I know where you come
I
from.
have
if
like
don't.
it's for the greater value of America. When I think of a warming America, I think of a diverse America,
Right.
a loving America. You can come here and really make whatever you want to do prosper if you put your grind to it, America.
And
That's
because,
what I'm saying.
And,
And I
because we have
cannot-
this anomaly. Because we have this. That's why I asked the question: what do black people want? Because you were technically amongst. We technically have the popular view. Like we would be for the Achia claim. We'd be
Yeah.
for black people. You kind of the anomaly of this. So, but your opinion, you have very valid reasons.
I
for
wouldn't
it.
kill my clan. I love our niggas. though.
Exactly.
Nah, that's why I'm saying that when we
Unless
talk
it's
about
cocaine in the chicken.
when we talking about diversity, I feel like you never see it from the minority side, and I'm not just talking about black people. I say minority as in all minorities.
My only thing about when it comes to black people and against other minorities have been able to come into our community and prosper. And that's one thing I do not like.
What?
There's no reason why there should be chains of motherfucking St. Louis Fish and Chicken. They got black people working there, but they ain't owned by black people, yet
Yeah.
they're damn near in every fucking black community in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Owned by Arabs. Why?
Because
It could
some
be
of
somebody's
these-
sweet
because
old
a
grandma
lot-
back there
because
flipping
a
them
lot
damn
of-
wings.
Because a lot of black people are not
beauty-
educating themselves.
The
not
beauty
learning.
supplies.
It's like that's
The
also,
shit that we use, the beauty supplies.
that also deal with
When
immigration.
do you see
too.
black-owned beauty supplies?
Because from I used to be cool with one of the Arabs that owned a gas station. He said a lot of him and his family, when they come over to to the States,
Mhm.
they get better opportunity to prove that they worth being here. So
Yeah.
they'll give them a business. So I wouldn't necessarily say that they coming into the black community just because they taking over. It's because
No,
that's
it's
the
not.
only
It's
way
not.
they can
It's
be
not
here.
that they're coming in. It's in trying to take over, but it's like an invasive species.
Yeah,
You
I'm
get
saying they got
you
a
get
better
introduced
chance.
You get introduced to the community, then boom. Oh shit! It's 3 St. Louis Fish and Chickens. But is any of these motherfuckers black owned?
Yeah, I'm just saying immigrants in general have not just the immigrants is I would say immigrants are different from actual American minorities because immigrants have a better chance of being successful in the world, in my opinion.
When do you think they become minorities? Second generation?
I wouldn't even say. I wouldn't even-
Meaning. Nelson. His parents came here, right? Or was he born here?
He was born here.
He was born here, but his parents came here, right?
I believe they was born here.
So would you consider his parents immigrants and he an
I would say,
American minority?
if I'm not mistaken,
or
I
would you
was,
still consider him an immigrant as well?
no. In my understanding, his grandparents are immigrants. His parents are not because they were born here and they were raised here.
Okay,
I
now
say the only way you were an immigrant if you came from another country and had to come here. If you were born here, then you're American.
Okay, now his cousins that jumped Jesse, are they?
I love you, Nelson.
Hey man, I could not let that joke go. I could not let that joke go.
Now, I may be completely wrong on his family tree, but I believe that's what it is.
But I'm just using him as an example. Would you consider him? His parents the immigrant and him now the minority coming into America as a second generation?
If you were born here and raised here, you're not an immigrant. If you were in your, I would say, as soon as you get to high school, then that's different because as soon as you get to high school, what are you, 14 years old? As soon as you got 14,
Yeah.
as soon as you get 14
Yeah.
years, as soon as you get to 14 and you was raised in another country, you know that country. You speak that language. Your mannerisms is those of that country. But when you get to here, it's a culture shock. You gotta learn quickly, especially in high school, to be different. Or not, even if you don't want to be different, you be yourself. But if you do want to be different, it's going to take a big adjustment. So if you were born here, then you're not an immigrant. But if you were from here, even at the age of 14, you're an immigrant.
Nigga, is that a jukebox?
It is. It's hard.
Yeah.
Nigga, do you ever wear matching socks?
Never in my life. The last time I wore matching socks was when I was in 3rd grade.
Why you don't wear matching socks?
I'm mad. He
'Cause
forgot
that's
a
just
whole
me.
flashlight.
That's my style.
I feel you, bro.
My nickname in high school was Socks.
I just don't understand why niggas like get up in the morning. You know what? Red.
Because I can't never find a mate. You know,
No, you know.
The nigga learn how to do laundry.
bro.
No, you
Match
know-
them shits when you put them in the
You know
laundry.
now in
That's
stores
far and
they
few
sell a
between.
mix match now because they sell a mix match now because there's a lot of people who are like me.
I
who
think when they
don't
sell
like
a Mitch
matching
Max, they
socks.
still sell them color coordinated though.
Some don't, some do.
Like you can't say the two completely different socks is fashionable. That shit is ugly. But if they color coordinated, like if that got some burgundy in it, you know what I'm saying? Then it'll make the other burgundy sock pop a little bit.
Yeah.
But if that ain't got no kind of burgundy in it, and you just throwing another burgundy sock, it's like, what the hell are you doing?
This sock is pink. My other sock that came with it is white and black.
I wouldn't wear them with shorts. I wouldn't wear them with shorts.
You wouldn't wear these?
I wouldn't wear Mitch Matt socks with shorts.
Oh, I would. I do all the time.
That sounds like some shooby shit.
I've heard of that name like multiple times growing up.
You heard it from Rocket Power. On Rocket Power, shoobies are the people who wear shoes on the beach.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now, me and my sister have repopulated the word to niggas who wear white socks with slides.
Oh.
You a shoobie.
I wear white socks.
The only,
That's weird
I
as
don't
fuck.
wear
It's not
too
weird.
much.
It's
I wear
comfortable.
socks with slides. Period.
It's comfortable.
White socks.
I don't
though?
like my
Yes.
feet showing.
I understand that. But white socks though.
Man.
Which is weird for me to say. I don't like having my feet out when I'm in public. But
I got
me
thong
personally,
sandals. I
I'll
don't
walk
know,
out.
man.
I'll never wear thong sandals. But me personally, I'll walk outside with my shoes all the time. Like if we just in the neighborhood, I probably won't have my shoes on.
Just walk outside in your sock foot.
Just barefoot.
What in the hillbilly down? What?
My
I do
family's
that
from the
too.
south, bro.
Damn.
You
So-
only
Southern
walk
thing.
barefooted on bare ground, not concrete.
Yeah, I wear.
I walk
Yeah.
on concrete.
Actually, it's something about the human experience of walking barefoot on bare ground where you can actually feel the ground going between your toes.
Mhm.
It's a grounding experience.
Yeah.
I walk
comfortable.
around. I've walked around.
That's why
barefoot
when
outside.
people
remember.
talk about working, they say get the mud between your toes. That means you're working hard.
I mean, I like sand between my toes. I don't know about mud.
I like a tongue between my toes.
That's gross. That is pretty damn gross.
You get your toes sucked on?
That was my morning ritual.
Do
You
can
never
you
met
can you
a
kiss,
freak.
Morning
can you
ritual.
kiss a girl after she sucked on your toes?
I can kiss a girl like she ate my ass, bro.
You
Let me
know
hear
with
your
that one,
ass.
buddy.
I didn't say nothing.
Ty, yo.
So it's like, I mean, if we fucking, I mean, I can kiss you after anything. That really don't matter to me. A kiss is a kiss.
I can kiss a girl after she gave me head, but eating butt.
Yeah, it's your butt, nigga. If your butt is clean, clean your ass.
I don't even like that experience. I wouldn't.
What, getting your ass ate?
Yeah,
You ever tried it?
It's not for me.
Would you ever try it?
It happened once.
Huh?
It happened once. She was in the little by the balls and the gooch and
Yep.
she was at the gooch and she didn't know that I didn't like that.
Vic
I
did that.
hit her
Vic did that shit. Nah, Vic did that shit. December did when he got licked by his mama.
What?
You remember in Lion King where Simba mama licked him from the rectum up and nigga.
Oh, nah.
the whole
She was at the
body.
goop.
It's funny because y'all niggas popped the specific image.
It was a one night stand. She was at my gooch and she was like, I was like, oh, that shit feel kind of good. I ain't even go fake it. And then she went down. I was like, whoa, all right, you went a little bit too far. Yeah, you went too far.
Man.
Bro. You went too
Chill.
far. That's
The
not
girl who
for
ate
me.
my ass was a wonderful woman, and I will not badmouth her. We would not talk about that nice Christian woman.
Nah,
That's what
not
I be
for me.
saying, man. Oh,
I don't even know if she was Christian, but just, I'm going to give her that saint, that holiness,
Not
just
holiness.
because I was not aware of how good that shit was going to feel.
So you get it on the normal.
Oh, nah, not no more. You know what I'm saying?
that's you got
That's
a one time deal, but
That's like a birthday, you know. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to just be like, you know what? Eat my ass.
So how do you? Not this gonna sound hella fruity, but I don't.
It's
care.
not. I don't find
You do it
sexual
on all-
conversation between men fruity.
Oh, okay. You do it on all fours?
Nah.
You see how I can sound fruity, bro? That's what I'm talking about.
It's not okay. So, as me,
he tuned it up and looked back at it like, yeah, you better go ahead.
as me and one of my coworkers talking, it's certain ways you gotta, to keep your masculinity. It's certain ways you gotta approach that. And like the way she got me was, I was on the edge of the bed. She was sucking my dick, and she kept going lower to the gooch.
There's no masculine way
Were
to
you
do
sitting
it.
like this?
Like, and then he held his legs up?
No, this is the edge of the bed. And I was laying down, getting my dick stuck. And then she was like, as she was sucking, she was like, put this leg up. On the edge of the bed. Put this leg up. And they said,
I just said that's what he
felt
did.
the tongue, and I'm like,
No.
oh, shit.
She did you like how we do girls.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
no. Yeah, she went to work on you, bro.
Man.
This leg is.
Yeah, that's not for me. Everything is for
She was a
somebody.
wonderful
but it ain't
woman
for me.
indeed, man.
I don't.
I gotta go pee. I need to carry on. You can hit that.
Awesome.
Hey, man, Jordan, don't burn my damn book, bro.
Y'all
I'm not
was,
gonna work together.
y'all was saying something. You was saying something about masturbation.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get to the red pill when I come back.
Oh my god.
Okay, this nigga went to go. Excuse me. Use the bathroom. So we'll just keep the conversation going.
Okay.
I wanna. We didn't really finish the thoughts of reparations. And you said we won't get reparations. But if we did, what do you think the form of it would be? A good way. Would you rather have a check or
It's
would you
too
have...
big. It's too big. It's too much.
Yeah.
Why I say you're not getting it, it's like I can't even see a way that they would. That's the check is too big. It'll be almost everything they have.
I can see a way.
It'll be everything, bro.
I can see a way because the Japanese
Is the
and
question.
Huh?
How do you decide who gets one? Is the question.
Everything
Every
has
black
to
person
come
gonna
down.
get it?
that's how I feel. I believe that's how the Jews and the Japanese, or is it Japanese or Koreans? One of
Japanese.
them. Yeah, that's
You
how
know
they.
what I want for reparations?
Huh?
I want to just come down.
Is this boy singing?
I want the whole thing down. I just want it to go.
Tyreek, you
Go
gonna shut
where?
your ass up?
To burn.
I can hear you all the way over
Destroyed.
there.
Be
The
wiped
earth?
out. Honestly, I want the whole universe to be destroyed, but that's neither here nor there.
What in the damn Thanos?
What I want for reparations, I want the whole thing to just burn.
And restart?
As in the
restart,
government, as in the government, burn?
Everything. I want it to go. I want it all to go. That's what niggas asking for.
So the earth-
but they not say it.
So the
But
earth
I'm
would burn
going-
and start over.
Yeah, I want to just stop.
Who would be here to repopulate?
Somebody. I don't give because
Somebody.
even
The
mo-
Mexicans, they're the
bro,
roaches of the humans.
even the movies that we watch.
Wow. These are not the thoughts of everyone
I
on
know.
the Verbal Light of the Podcast.
But look.
That was rough. That was rough.
But roaches survive everything.
I'm stupid.
I got 7.
Fucking but even the movies we have nowadays reflect that thought process a little bit. Like, look at our villains. What's the one thing that's kind of different about our villains than the way back villains? They're really relatable.
We're gonna probably put another 15 minutes on after you leave.
That's fine.
They're very relatable.
Yeah, they all want to destroy the
They
world.
all Thanos, Killmonger, they're all screaming the idea like the world is fucked up beyond repair, and that niggas just need to come in, wipe that shit out, start over. Because we can talk about all this modernism and societal building and all the stuff we want to do, but all this shit not gonna matter if the universe just ups and thinks and just decides like, oh, everything is way off balance. Fuck this, I'm finna just come and throw a tidal wave, big as shit. I'm finna just blow it. But do you know, niggas, there's literally vials of antimatter in certain fucking government facilities. A thing of antimatter.
I would definitely wouldn't put it past them because I did research something about a year ago.
What is antimatter?
The
Antimatter.
opposite.
This is
okay,
matter.
Your matter.
Right.
Everything about you
Right.
can be broken down to an atomic level of
Right.
matter. Antimatter is just the opposite of that. We don't know what the fuck it is.
This is there, but
when you look up in space,
antimatter.
and see blackness,
that's antimatter.
and that's antimatter. We don't know what the fuck it is.
Blackness.
We have no idea what the fuck it is, but it's vast.
So you believe it's just space?
It's just
the thing is, that's the thing.
Which everything is created.
Realize what you're saying. You're just saying space. This is space. So when you think of
I'm talking about like they got a piece of space and brought it here.
Yeah, because antimatter is definitely a thing. We just don't know what it is.
You think
what we can use it for? Yeah.
Yes.
Black holes is matter
because everything starts
we can collect
antimatter, and then it creates matter. It's from the void in which all are created.
Have I ever explained to
when
you?
When you close your eyes, what do you see?
Darkness.
The nothingness. The void. That's you looking back. Is you looking at yourself from the inside out. Because at the pit of it all, it's all nothing.
That's all depressing, bro.
It's not.
That's all depressing.
I know, but it's depressing. But when you really think, it's really not, because it makes it like people talk about, well, where does everything come from? It's just It's just like you probably believe like the Big Bang in some sense, right? Mm-hmm. What if it's just like it's a conscious? The bang is like it's a conscious bang. So everything is happening at one time. It's like wow. So you are just out of nowhere. I say nothing really is existing. You're here for a moment, and then you're gone the next moment. Because you're gonna be here. You're gonna live out your life in this life.
So my dad Big Bang my mama vagina.
I am done with you for today.
Yes, you are a melanin explosion. This is what the night is.
That's hella funny.
What James Franco say? What James Franco saying? This is again. Your mom's pussy, your dad's dick. You're the art.
That's hella funny. Yeah, girl, come get this melanin explosion.
All right, since Vic got to leave soon, we're going to go ahead and get off the red pill, because you know, well, health is wealth, and if you're playing with your health, then you're playing yourself. This week's red pill is going to be, I'm talking to y'all now this week about the motherfucking Morning Glory app. So,
what is it called?
Morning Glory.
What the hell is that?
Morning Glory. Did y'all niggas know that y'all need to actually be tracking how many times y'all wake up on hard?
I do that.
Because if you don't wake up on hard, like in a 7-day period, if you have more days where you're not waking up with an erection, that means there's probably problems with your health that you need to get looked at.
I do that subconsciously. It's not like I'm tracking it. I just wake up like, damn, I ain't no hard right now.
There's no reason why you should be in your 20s having problems with erections.
Right.
So if you have multiple times of waking up without a hard on, it's a problem. It's an indication there's something wrong with your blood circulation. It's not enough oxygen to get into your blood.
What's the correct amount of number of times you should wake up in the morning with a hard on?
At least in a damn 7-day period, what I've read, at least 3 to 4 days.
Okay, cool. I was about to say I wake up.
It's not gonna be for some niggas. It might be the whole 7 days.
Nah.
But some niggas don't experience an erection at all when they wake up.
Oh, that's crazy.
So the Morning Glory app, you can download it on Apple. I don't know about Android. We don't fuck with government phones. I'm fucking with you for those of y'all who listen to us on the damn Android. But nah, don't go download the Morning Glory app. Start tracking your motherfucking boners. Because, I mean, stop playing with your motherfucking health, man. You finna be fucking 30 and you ain't getting hard-ons, nigga. Fix that shit.
Well, when was the last time y'all masturbated?
Yesterday. No, was it? Maybe it was the day before yesterday. No, yeah.
Last night?
Yesterday. Day before.
Right before I went to the party.
This morning.
I wanted to go with a clean mind.
This morning, right before.
And as for the blue pill, this week's blue pill is, did y'all niggas know we now are curing, the first patient cured of HIV AIDS was in Berlin about a decade ago.
Second.
It's called the Berlin Project. Well, the Berlin patient.
I thought it was the second.
The second is now, the London patient.
I thought this would be the third.
Second.
Ain't Magic Johnson cured?
No.
He not?
No.
How is this nigga getting fatter and fatter each year?
It's just like be suppressing shit, but the kid's just there.
So what they're doing is bone marrow transplants, which doesn't. I thought for a while, it worked all the time, and it was like gonna be okay. That's how we get rid of AIDS. That shit is way harder because it's only been 2 patients because they've been trying since, and this is only the second nigga the shit worked on.
Damn.
Goddamn.
So what they're doing is they do a bone marrow transplant to jumpstart your immune system. Because, basically AIDS is just in an autoimmune...
It's the breaking down of your entire immune system.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a car, and they put the jacks on us to...
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Huh.
So,
Crazy.
it's going to be interesting because I want to see what the hell this is going to mean for all the black people.
Do you feel like they... Do you really think this is the second, or do you think they've been curing people?
I definitely, from my sources, I definitely think this is the
Oh,
second.
yeah.
So you don't think it's been a cure? Do you
No.
think it's a cure for cancer?
No.
They just haven't...
The reason why it's hard to find a cure for cancer and why we have such harsh treatments is because cancer is an individual thing. Like, me and you might both have pancreatic cancer, right? We're going to have two different kinds. Your treatment not going to be my treatment. So they can't just make,
Yeah.
boom, treatment.
And that's crazy because I just watched a movie. It was an Adam Sandler movie with David Spade too. And at the end of it, we find out like he has cancer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was trying to say somebody else had cancer. They said they had the cure for cancer, but it wasn't the cure for cancer. It was the cure for his cancer. That was what he was trying to find by the end of the movie and shit. Mm-hmm. So they can probably do something like that where I just specifically work on a cancer for you and shit and cure that, but I'm not curing the entire thing. That's going to be a lot.
Before I leave, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Do you find Cuba Gooding Jr. funny? Or good of an actor, period?
Why?
Because you made me... You said Adam Sandler, and that made me think of all the funny movies that he was in, and then I started thinking about funny movies in general. And
Is it bad because I think radio a funny movie?
You going to hell.
And
I know!
I don't
That's
know
why I don't give a fuck now.
Snow Dogs popped in my head.
Yeah, Snow
And
Dogg.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it good? Is he a good actor?
Bro, that nigga was the Snow Dogs.
That was funny.
At the time, he was. Like,
Oh my God. Sorry to cut you. I remember one of Nickelodeon's best kid movies, though. Because of you. Snow Day.
Yes.
Snow Day was a motherfucking classic.
Classic. It kind of reminds you of like a Christmas Story in a minute, in a sense.
Do you know she never seen Toy Soldiers?
Really? I had that on VCR.
Damn.
Yes.
That's heartbreaking.
Yes.
Did you know?
A fucking when I tell you that movie is a they don't make movies like that no more.
You gotta watch Toy Soldiers, The Little Vampire.
Toy Soldiers, correct me if I'm wrong, Toy Soldiers is Toy Story in the hood.
Yeah.
It's they not in the hood, but it's like, it's everything Toy
It's more
Story would be
action-packed.
if those toys was actually fucked up.
Yeah, I remember Cats
It was
vs.
banging
Dogs.
that shit.
Yeah, I remember Cats vs. Dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
So,
You know, kids nowadays will never, unless they got it in the history books.
They
but I
movies
doubt
are
it.
trash.
Not even that,
I
but-
keep telling them, these kids are getting robbed.
Catch That Kid.
Yes.
These kids are
getting
Shark Boy
robbed.
and Lava Girl.
Oh,
These
bro,
kids are
that's
getting
it.
ripped off.
You
You
on
know,
a
the
good
kids
ass
nowadays
childhood.
would never know what a VCR is. Or a CD player.
Or a Walkman.
A Walkman.
They gonna think a Walkman's the little nigga that be on a damn little thing when you finna cross the street.
Yep.
Whew, I can't wait to tell my
Toys
kids.
R
Go get my
Us.
Walkman from that
I
dresser,
gotta get
yo.
out of
What?
here,
All right,
boys.
bro. All right, man. Good talk.
Good meeting with you,
You
man.
ain't gonna say bye to the audience, nigga?
Alright, y'all. See y'all later. It was a nice little talk. Sorry I didn't talk that much. Are we meeting on... You can cut this out. Are we meeting on Tuesday? Still?
We're gonna talk about this tomorrow because I gotta see what if Nigel can get through, yeah.
Okay.
If Nigel and Nelson can come to hell, yeah. I'm on spring break.
Alright, bet. I'll hit you up. Y'all be...
Love you. Say you ain't. Well, fuck you too then. Man, what's been up, Jordan?
Nothing much, man. Shit.
Thank you for coming on the Verbal Vitamin Podcast today.
Oh, man, you know it's nothing. I've been trying to get here for a little bit. I meant to come down last couple weeks. What's it called? On Valentine's
Glad
Day.
you got to meet one of my co-hosts.
Yeah.
You'll meet the other when that we get that nigga on.
Yeah.
The three of us are nothing alike. That's what
No,
makes this show
right.
fucking awesome.
It's hilarious, bro.
But no, I treat all my religious friends the same.
Mm-hmm.
All
I know
of
you do.
All of them.
I know you do.
All of them. Because it's just like, it's just one of those, why y'all believe this shit? I ain't gonna even start. Why y'all believe this
Why?
shit?
It's like, it's hard. I'll be like on Mom, like I don't do it as much now, but I used to. Mom, just
tone it down.
hi. Or even mainly my granny, like. Okay, your God is the God for everybody. Which God are you talking about? Because there's there's literally 32 million gods in existence.
As many religions as there are.
Many religions as there are.
And my thing about the Abrahamic religions is, why are you so cocky about your God?
Oh God, it's like it's not even about them believing that shit. It's like, damn, y'all be coming to everybody else like, hey, you need to do you need to do this. And I remember one time I was working at Snooks, and this lady, it was an old lady, I think she was Puerto Rican or some shit, and she was like real Christian, and I mean like the heavy type Christian. I mean she was just going on to everybody and just like kind of just stopping everybody and talking about, here, I want to give you this card and talk about how Jesus saved my life, and I saw him, and I was like, okay, what do you look like?
I think what really gets me from when my friends are religious, my close friends like Vic, Montel, niggas like that. It's just, I know y'all can still be good people if y'all didn't believe.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would never try to take that belief from you. Mm-hmm. I just can't get jiggy with it.
It's like, what's like the fear? Like, what's the fear of in this moment for a Christian in this moment right now? If you completely renounced your entire faith in the Bible, Jesus, all that shit,
what would really happen?
What's going to happen? I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen to you that wasn't going to already happen to you? Nothing
at all.
Nothing at all. But do you know what would happen if the sun went out? If the sun just exploded?
Death.
You're gonna die.
Death on a mass scale.
On a universal scale, the sun. This is why this so weird, because niggas, if you want something, if you need something to worship or need something to appreciate, I will appreciate the fucking sun.
So you're saying the smartest religions are the ones who worship the sun?
I mean, no. I'm saying the smartest. You don't even have to worship it. I can go outside and say, hey, thank you, sun, for constantly providing me, this planet, this universe, with life and a constant way to live, as a means to live in this lifetime. Thank you, son. And that's it. Appreciate the elements. Everybody keeps trying to bypass all the shit that we clearly have here to get to something more that they don't even know exists. They can't even fact that exists. I can't see a bearded white man in the
people
sky.
Put more power in God than they do themselves, and
right.
that bothers me. Like, if something happens to me and I got to get surgery, if I walk into the hospital and see the doctor praying, I'm not going.
You want your doctor?
Yes.
You don't believe in yourself. Eh?
You don't believe in your damn self. So what the fuck? What?
Yeah.
No.
Reschedule.
I absolutely hate when something happens to somebody and they need a doctor and they get a good ass doctor and the doctor do wonders, right? And they still be like, thank God for that doctor. No,
thank the doctor.
Thank them damn bills that doctor had to go through for them loans.
If and when I get like a wife and like say she's a religious wife or something, like this is probably not gonna happen. But man, ain't gonna be no thinking the Lord when I'm doing shit around here. The only guy in here besides you is me, and I'm the only one.
I can only marry one religious girl.
Here, right?
I can only marry one religious girl. If Secret Bay, that's what we call it in a group chat. If Secret Bay turn religious, I'ma have to stay there. I ain't like the love gonna go away, but it's like I ain't gonna agree with that bullshit.
Real shit.
Other than that,
I'll get on the head about it every now and then.
Oh hell yeah!
It's gonna be hit. It'd be terrible. Oh my God, I couldn't do it.
My reason for coming from my Christian friends is I like to challenge your beliefs. Are you really as cemented as you think you are?
Yeah.
Especially because I had one girl who told me that the shit that I post on Facebook is making her feel stupid for believing in God. And it's like, if I can shake your faith like that, you not really cemented in it.
Yeah. Exactly. If I can make you not even want to have
can shake your faith.
If I can make you get so emotional that you won't even want to have the conversation, because like my peoples, they don't even it gets to a point where like, no, can we just drop the conversation? I'm like, no, why are we dropping the conversation?
Why are we?
Yeah, because I want to make them see, because I know I know it's in everybody to be able to see, but you can't.
I think people, when they want to drop the conversation, they start to realize that religion is bullshit. It's like, you know what? You coming for everything I believe in. It's literally one podcast where a girl was like, it's part of the Receipts podcast of some British girls, where she was like, even if the truth was staring her down the face, she still wouldn't face it about religion because it would make her have to rewrite everything she knows about herself. And
they don't want to do that.
Maybe it's the fact that when we did it at such a young age, we were still writing who we are.
On God.
It's harder once you've already established who you are to rewrite that whole character.
And that brought me to a point. Because I think I was talking to Trinice about this yesterday. But like black parents, and I'm not a black parent, obviously, but I'm pretty sure it's hard as hell. But they feel like, a lot of black parents feel like, or even parents in general, they feel like, okay, I can instill my child with all the things that I believe and that I want for them. Mm-hmm. Like, even down to, you can even take that as far as, I want my kid to be straight. You know what I'm saying? I would prefer my child to be straight. And I probably would, but that's neither here nor there. But, I can feel my kid with all these beliefs, let's say religion and shit, and they can live in here, and they're gonna abide by this. Like, we're gonna go to church, and it feels like a chore. You know what I'm saying? And once they get up like 18, and once they get out on their own, okay, then they can do whatever they want.
I'm gonna be honest,
and that's a problem. That's a problem, because do you know how much goddamn, when I'm 18, I already have all this as my foundation, but then in the back of my subconscious, I know I don't feel this, and I want to believe something else. That's a lot of psychological rewiring you got to do. You got to plunge yourself into your own subconscious and like rewrite all that shit yourself.
True.
As much like therapy,
especially when you get old into it.
Yeah, that's a lot. You got to break yourself all the way down. So I did that shit early.
I think I really love having a gay kid.
I was actually going to say, although you probably wouldn't want a gay kid, we was talking about perceptions. From my perception of you, I still think you would love the shit out of that kid.
I would definitely love this. That would never.
Because I
would never change that.
Like with the shit that happened last night, and Niece was like, I wish we were still there. And I'm like, Jordan's my nigga. I can see him breaking it up before he tries to actually jump it. I just don't see you as not saying you're a weak man, I just don't see you as the up in arms. You know what? Fuck these niggas. Let's go fuck some shit up.
I'm the level-headed guy.
Yeah. I was trying to be.
Yeah.
I was trying to be.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Because, like, people don't try me. Shit. People don't try me personally. Like, it's just like, I'm cool with everybody. I'm just like, it's Jordan. What's the word? I don't really get bullshit. Unless it's, like, completely random. I've been, like, jumped. Like
really?
15 guys one time.
I cannot see nobody even trying to hit you.
Yeah. Beat the brakes on them. Knock them in.
Why? What did you do?
I didn't do shit. It was some niggas. I literally was not. I was with my homeboy. I had to stop being friends with after this. I was with my homeboy, and we was at the Deramar Loop. My people was out of town. I had their car. It was out of town. It's me and bro. I was over my cousin's house, and I had the car, and I was gonna go pick up other homeboy. We was just chilling at his crib for a minute, and we was just like, well, shit, we want to go to the Loop. And he's kind of like, he was a county kid. I went to Pattonville.
Oh.
Yeah, I went.
That put a whole
yeah.
I
was in Maryland Heights. So his bird was always really on him about, you don't go to the city, don't go out there. And at this point, I was already living back in the city. And like,
that's an old school ass liquor. So when you drinking that, you officially an old head now, nigga.
Oh, bro, this shit is fire.
The apple tastes good too.
Mm-hmm.
I mix them in my tea. Would you like some tea?
I would love some tea.
Oh, he drinks tea.
Yeah,
I drink tea.
We need to put some more back on. I forgot the last cup.
What's it called? His bird was always on.
Grab the grandpa cup when you upstairs.
So I guess he's. Which one?
I got a cup to say number one grandpa.
Don't
don't hype his head up. Please don't. We will not be friends with one.
We're finna wrap this episode up. This has been another episode of Verbal Vitamin Podcast, man. This is Tyree, and I'm sitting here with my nigga.
What's the word, man?
My homeboy, my fucking. We ain't gonna talk about how we met each other, but this is my motherfucking nigga.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's my man's right here, dog.
Catch y'all niggas next week, man. Bye.